Hello everybody.
Not come on yet.
It is on. Should be on. Give it a chance. Somebody's commenting. Can anybody see us?
Julie.
Catherine can't see us.
Nope.
Why can you not see us?
I don't know.
What does it say waiting?
I don't know. It says waiting for us.
It says 31 people are watching. It must be you. I have to restart it. We're having technical issues on Catherine's phone. Can anybody see us?
Yeah, we've got some comments coming through.
Catherine can't see us for some reason on
Nope.
her phone. So she's got to wipe it all off and start again. No? We'll start in a minute. Just give
I've got an advert now.
Catherine a chance to catch up.
There we go.
Yay. Because we couldn't see whether we're in shot because my phone's the other way around because we're using the camera, the forward-facing cameras again to hopefully get better quality. And you can probably see the sea out the window.
It's alright.
Door.
Yeah. Julie said hello to everybody for us.
Actually,
Yeah.
we're a bit misty on the screen.
I think it's just because my screen's a bit...
No, I think we're all right, aren't we?
Yeah, we're fine.
I did wipe the cameras, but you'll have to let us know if the waves lapping up on the shore's a bit annoying.
They're quite loud. Yeah, not that we've got, you know, the most awful view tonight or anything, you know. It's
Yes, looks like we're going to be on for a good
cracking sunset and a high tide. There was a quarter of a mile of beach out there a couple of hours ago,
Yeah.
wasn't there? That
And
we
now
were
there's
wandering
the
across.
water's at our door.
Yeah. Ooh, we've got lots of people on.
Lots.
Let's hello. Hello to Linda, Mark 42, Anne, Derek and Siobhan,
Good evening to you all.
Ian Richardson, Matthew, Tony and Jackie, Richard's on,
Richard, hello Richard.
Jackie's on, Gloria, Donna,
Gloria.
Chris Wright.
Chris Wright.
Yes, he says lovely
Evening.
view. It is a beautiful view.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of the view you can see. Oh, you can see not the view, not too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, it don't look as good as we can see because it's through us, through the window.
Yeah, hello to Julie, Anne, Suki's, Kathy Stanley.
And thank you once again to Julie Lewis for being our moderator.
I know, she's a fab lass, bless her. Thank you, Julie.
You're a good one. First glass of wine. I haven't even tasted it yet. It made me cringe yesterday, this one.
You've got your shorts on, remember?
I know, but you can't see me. You can't see me vitals. Or my button mushroom.
So many people have remembered that button mushroom comment. Honest to God, all week the comments we've had about that.
And Bob, that's exactly the image I had in my head.
Bob, honestly, I looked at that picture and I made him jump because I burst out laughing that loud.
Did you?
It's brilliant.
No
Oh,
more
dear.
Friday service. that
Yeah,
is,
absolutely.
From Bob. I'm sure it is.
Eddie and Anne from Scotland.
Good evening, Scotland.
Shirley Hollingworth, Jennifer Cannon's on. Jason's on. Margaret.
Good evening to you all.
Ian Richardson, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Ian.
Everybody say happy birthday, Ian.
Derek on the holy water again. Absolutely.
Holy water. It's non-alcoholic wine.
Yes. Kevin's
If you
on.
believe that, you believe out.
Yes. Diane and Bob are there. In the house.
Bob is obviously there.
Yes.
Sat in his pyjamas. What are you eating?
He's not sat in his
Not
pyjamas.
his pyjamas, his dressing
He
gown.
had a bowl of crisps
Bowl of crisps.
and looked like a glass of Guinness.
A glass of Guinness.
Looked like it.
Might be Coke.
Hi from Geordie and Shah.
Good evening to you both.
Oh, everybody's saying happy birthday, Ian.
Aww, how lovely.
Yeah, happy birthday, Ian. Lots of happy birthday Ians. Yeah, Camping Chronicles got the wine and the knitting ready.
Good evening to you, Laura and Kevin. I hope you're both well today. We've had some nice weather as well because we've had this
Oh, it's
beautiful weather.
glorious.
I'm still in my
Absolutely glorious.
shorts. We've got all the windows open on the other side of the van.
I put my jeans on because I've just got out of the shower, so I get a bit chilly when I get out of the shower. Johnson's on tour. Hi from Colette, Simon and Vicky. We don't normally comment, but
Colette.
yes.
Isn't that in
Colette,
France?
Simon and Vicky.
Is that in France?
Don't know.
Are you in France?
No, Colette's a name.
Oh, I thought you meant there was in somewhere called Colette.
Colette's a name.
Right. Ignore what I said. I'll edit that bit out.
Wally.
I thought you said in Colette. I thought, oh, that sounds French.
No, hello from Colette, Simon and Vicky.
Right, I was thinking the place.
No.
Right, moving on.
Yes. Yes, cracking view, guys. Better than a rainy, miserable Bradford. Absolutely.
I think we've
That's
got it
Paul.
coming in a day or two.
I know, I think tomorrow, is going to be the last day of good
day.
weather, isn't it? Yeah, Diane says, I went shopping especially for Guinness and popcorn.
Guinness popcorn. Lovely.
Oh, bless you. Oh, Richard's on the Jack Daniels and Coke. No wine tonight, Richard.
Jack Daniels and Coke. Oh,
You know, not for me. Nah, that's not my thing.
I don't mind it a little bit.
Helen Wright, good evening.
Good evening, Helen.
Jackie McDonald, good evening.
Good evening, Jackie. And good evening to everybody else that's just logged on as well.
Yeah, Paul's on from Paul, Julie and our beautiful Angus.
Angus the dog's on
Our
again.
gorgeous Angus. Paul and Debbie and Donny.
So we've got Bob sat there in his dressing gown and probably Paul sat there in his mankini.
I don't want that thought in my head, thank you very much.
He'll probably comment and let you know if he is.
Yeah, I know.
Or it could probably be arranged for the next live, maybe. Obviously, if you join our lives, you don't have to dress up, but if you want to, you can.
Oh, Shirley says, grandkids River and Orla love watching you. Then he wants to become a YouTuber. Bless him.
I don't know why you want to become a YouTuber, but if you want to do it, just do it.
Mum and Dad are on, says it looks like we're on a boat.
I suppose it does, yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
see. We're actually, what, I don't know,
About 30 foot.
30 foot off the water's edge.
Yeah. But earlier we were like a quarter mile from the sea because the tide was right out, so we went rummaging round rock pools and having a bit of a scramble and
Taking Boo for a
taking the
beach
mountain
run.
dog with us, who's now absolutely sock on dreaming of his rock pools he was exploring.
Yes.
Julie says we're just rubbing salt in the wounds with that view behind us.
Well, we can shut the blind if you want. Oh, who's pipping?
Beep beep,
Somebody's pipping.
beep beep.
I don't know. Somebody's pipping somebody.
Pipping somebody and waffling around in a circle.
Somebody coming down in a car because there's a little car park that side. Dead end, just for coming down to the beach, really.
Yeah. Oh, Debbie says, hello from cloudy Scotland. My son and his family are away in our van this weekend and they're stuck at home. That's a bit rubbish.
I think some of Scotland's nice, but not all of it today.
Mm,
It looks like there's a weather warning of rain moving in from the south. So,
Kez and Rich are on from your favourite place that you can't pronounce.
oh, the Dodonga region. I can pronounce it. Dodonga.
Dodonga. I
That's
love
how it's
that.
spelled.
Oh, honestly. Yeah, Paul says you know me too well, Steve. Paddy Morris, welcome to Ireland. Thank you very much. We've been here, what, 5 weeks now?
Nearly 5
Nearly
weeks.
5 weeks. Loving it. It's just beautiful.
Annoying
We've got a
fly near
fly just winding us up at the minute.
Coming in front. We'll lay it off.
That lady with her dogs in the cars pulling up in front of us.
Yeah. No, they're not. There's that flying on.
What we drinking tonight?
Looking for somewhere to park, I
Uh,
think.
I'm on the Cause and the wife is on the Sauvignon Blanc, same as you.
I'm on a Sauvignon Blanc. It's Gallo, I think.
Hi Lily. Lily's in the house.
Good evening, Lily.
Chrissy's on.
Good evening, Chrissy. From Scotland.
Oh, Donna and Glenn are on.
Glenn and Donna. Or
From the
Donna
Lincoln
and Glenn.
from the Lincoln Warner show.
Oh, right, it's Lincoln.
Oh,
show
God, how
this
much he
weekend.
spent. I dread to think.
Mm.
That's the problem with that place, isn't it? Like any of them
Well,
shows.
We've never been to the Lincoln one.
No,
but
we've
we've
never
been
been
to
to-
Warner shows,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. So Kathy says hello from sunny Cornwall. Keely's watching from Cornwall as well.
Cornwall. How's the weather down there? Is she cool?
No, I think she was shouting at dogs.
I thought the lady walking past, you were looking in. Oh, she spoke to us.
Oh,
Who's
dear.
not even noticed.
Oh, bless him. Lily says, happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday to Mummy?
Happy birthday, Mummy.
Happy birthday, Marta.
How old is she?
Don't ask those sort of things.
How old's Mummy, Lily?
Goodness me. dear. No, Julie, we're not getting tipsy on the live. Absolutely not.
No, we don't ever do that, do we? Do we?
No, you get a bee in your bonnet sometimes, but...
Yeah, maybe sometimes,
yeah. We've got Diane. I'm having withdrawal symptoms already. I need to go back to Glenmore. It was magical.
Yes, we shall be up there.
So was that cheesecake by the looks of it as well.
Yeah. I bet Sue's ate it all to herself.
I bet she did. Greedy devil. Honestly. Jackie, I'm near Heathrow. We've got Sharon watching from Bolton.
Good evening, Bolton.
Oh, I'm not going to say Mummy's age, Lily. That's naughty.
Has she put it in?
Not you naughty. I'm not going to say it.
Has she put it in?
Yes, she has. I'd be naughty if I was going to say Mummy's age.
What's she, 49?
You cheeky sod. That's you off the Christmas list. Oh dear. Anne and Eddie say you should try the Pinot from Aldi. We do. We always love Aldi, don't we? You used to drink
like
Pinot, but you went off it, didn't you, for a while?
Yeah, I like my Sauvignon Blanc nowadays. It's because I'm getting old, I think. Maybe. Don't know.
You mean you're getting old? You are old.
Yeah, that's true.
I know.
You try and look for what's cheapest in Ireland because booze is quite expensive, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's more a treat.
Oh, Ian's on with the jokes again.
Ian's got a joke, has he?
Yeah. The other day my girlfriend asked me to pass her the lipstick, but I accidentally passed her a glue stick. She's still not talking to me.
That's a good one, that. It's a good way of getting her to not talk to you as well.
Don't get any ideas.
You've got some super glue. It's for chapped lips.
Who's on Bacardi? Paul's on the Bacardi. I've got a Bacardi on hand and a monkey on the other. Who said men can't multitask? Honestly.
Can't beat a bit of Bacardi, Paul.
Are we planning on going to Prague?
Sometime in our
Maybe.
lives, yes.
Maybe yes, I would think so.
We definitely would like to go to Prague, but we need to be going in that direction to start with, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, at some stage we will, yes.
Yeah, Sean and Maria, my wife's birthday today, bit older than 46. It's her 60th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, it's thundering in Dorset as well this evening. There must be quite a few thunder. We've had the hot weather, haven't we? So
that weather warning moving across. But because the jet stream's low, we obviously got the good weather.
Yeah.
But it's pushing the thunderstorms across.
Mum's requesting some Paddy whiskey.
What's Paddy whiskey?
That must be a make. We'll have a look.
There's lots of different whiskies.
There's so much whiskey about, isn't there?
Yeah. And
so
coffee.
Much whiskey.
The Irish people must drink tons of coffee because everywhere you go there's a little coffee bar, a coffee trailer in lay-bys. Coffee shops everywhere, aren't there? So they must love coffee.
Where we went today,
Or
they
whiskey.
were doing Irish coffees, but they were $7.95 each.
It's the home of Irish
And
coffee,
it's-
the Foynes.
The Foynes, yeah.
Foynes coffee.
Yeah.
Irish.
But I'm not paying £8 for a coffee. Your mum's on.
My mum's on.
Maggie!
She's figured it out.
She has.
She's back on the live. You got a glass of wine, Mum?
Should be on a
We
10th
have-
by now.
Tenth.
Can you recommend some editing software for a new YouTuber, please?
There's lots to choose from, to be fair. They all take a bit of learning. I use Filmora. You can use it on the PC or the MacBook. A lot of people use Final Cut Pro or is it DaVinci Resolve?
Something like that, yeah.
I've only ever used Filmora, so I can't comment on the others, but I know Final Cut Pro is quite popular. But yeah, try and start out with a free one and see how you get on with it. I think Final Cut Pro, they get a free trial.
Yeah, Filmora do, don't they?
They
30 days
all
or
do
something.
free trials, yeah. So
Yeah.
even iMovie, you could do iMovie.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what Pam uses, isn't it, iMovie?
Some people do iMovie on the
Yeah.
phone and edit on the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people say, oh, can you put it in a video and show how you edited a video? We could never do it because there's a lot to it. It takes a lot to learn. I mean, just cutting a video is easy on them all, but the more you get into it, there's a lot to learn. But yeah, find what you want to try one if you like that one. Watch some tutorials on YouTube.
Just get a few free trials and play about.
Yes.
I think that's the best way to
Until
do
you
it.
find one with a good layout.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello to Marie.
Hello, Marie.
Yeah, loves watching us all. Big kisses for Boo Boo. Boo Boo's not even opening his eyes at us tonight. He's so worn out, bless him.
He's Zoncode.
He is. He's had such fun running around. He goes like a little mountain goat on the beach, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he'll be in and out of all the rock pools. He'll be up and down all the rocks. And
Somebody did mention to us about using the GoPro and the MacBook for doing live.
yes, it was on a comment the
Because
other
then we
night,
could
yeah.
use the external microphone. But
Mm.
I've never done it yet, so I wouldn't know how to. I might have
Yeah.
to look that up.
Paul G says, "What a stunning view from your window." Oh, it really is. This was
It's not
Zach's.
bad.
We have Zach on the apps to find park ups as
Yeah,
well,
Zach
and
found this park up.
Zach found this one, and he's
There's the
here we
first
go.
one.
And he wants to treat Boo Boo to a beach park up. So we said, right, we'll try this one first. And there was one motorhome down here and about 4 or 5 cars.
Somebody fishing.
And yeah, so we fitted it. And a local said to us, "Oh, just park just there, park sideways on." He says,
Yeah.
no, you'll be absolutely fine. And because we don't like parking sideways on, do we? Because it takes too many places up. But he says, no, you'll
this
be all right.
where we parked here is the road in. It's not. We're not actually taking any car parking places up. I presume people will park along here when it's full. But we're too long to sit that way, so
Yeah. We did try it, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it only left about 6 foot between front of us and rocks, didn't it?
yeah.
But not much at all.
If we could get here when it's empty, we could get down the end and take the end one. But this will do for one night, and then probably move on.
Huh.
We're in County Kerry for anybody
are,
wondering where
we
we
are.
are. County Kerry.
Jackie, what's your husband's name? And we'll say hello to him. If we ever come to Dorset, go and see Julie.
Go and see Julie.
Oh, is that where you are, Dorset?
Dorset. Not been down there for a long time.
Bees on from Holland again. Nice to hear from you again, Bee.
Good evening, Holland. How's the weather in Holland? Maybe the rain's got there, or it's
We've
coming
got a guy
there.
fishing behind us, have we?
Yeah. Oh, you shot my glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy.
Being
out-
nosy.
The other there's another motor in here. There's a guy fishing out there. I've been fishing a few times.
Oh, I say, Paul, I had to just turn and look for myself.
What's he saying?
He says, "There's a man behind me with his rod out."
Oh,
You don't get that very often.
I think it's in the next video. I get my rod out. Or in the next 2 videos, I get my rod out. Don't I?
Yes, that somebody's just asked actually if you and Zach have been fishing yet, and they've been a few times, haven't you? Seen fishing. Been enjoying it.
Don't ask what we caught.
You did catch a few bits.
Catch some little tiddlers, but yeah. I actually bumped into a guy the day before yesterday who gave me a load of mackerel as well, some more mackerel.
That's the
So,
second lot, yeah.
Got loads in freezer mackerel now.
Yeah.
Mackerel on toast again today. It's lovely.
Where are we tonight?
We're here.
No, I can't remember either.
Can't look on my
We've,
phone.
we've just got into County Kerry.
It's kill something.
I can't look on my phone, you see, I can't flick the live off.
Is it Killam Strand?
It's
Kill.
Kill Something Strand.
We're at the mouth of the Shannon.
Yeah.
This is the,
Yeah.
the mouth of the Shannon estuary as it goes out to sea behind us, and then the sea's just over my right shoulder. Probably see the glow from the sun. The sun's going to set over there.
It
Looks like it's
is.
going to be
The sky looks absolutely stunning.
looks like it's going to be a cracking sunset. That shan't be long as that's gone.
I
Maybe
know.
40 minutes.
So, good
That's
evening,
sunny.
Eamon.
Good
That's
evening,
Jackie's
Eamon.
husband. Who else have we got on? Karen says, "How long did it take you to learn the editing?"
Phew, I'm still learning.
Yeah, I think you never stop learning.
Um,
To be comfortable to edit with it.
to start with, you can spend 2 or 3 hours and you'll get the basics, but it's certain things like fading music in and out a little bit and that sort of stuff. It takes a bit longer to figure some things out, but yeah, you're always learning, and the problem is they update the software, as I've found, and things move, and it's like, well, I got used to it where it was and now it's moved, or things are slightly different. So you're always learning a little bit, but yeah, to do a basic video, some of our videos are really basic, where it's basically, if we go and film around a aircraft museum and it's just filming with a GoPro, It's just chop, 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 chop all the way through, chopping the end bit off and the beginning bit off to get them tighter. Pretty much that's much it. But then I do the other ones where I put drone shots in, sometimes shots off the phone, sometimes shots off the camera, you know, the Nikon camera. So that takes more work.
Yeah.
So yeah, learning it, you're always learning really. Trying to do new things, but we're daily vloggers, so we don't try not to put all trickery stuff in there, and maybe a little bit.
Oh, Sharon says they're in lovely Cheshire this week, lapping up the sun, off to Ireland in a fortnight's time.
Oh, very nice. We should be still here.
We will.
We'll probably be down at the bottom by then.
Oh, Julie, behave yourself.
What's he say?
Julie says Rod and Tiddlers in the same sentence. You killing her.
Rod and Tiddlers.
Yeah.
So if you see us turn around, we'll be nosy.
Yeah, we'll just be.
People
It's
walking
quite
past.
busy down here, isn't it, for people this evening?
Yeah.
Especially for dogs, I think. I think
I
there's
can't
probably
fault 'em.
there's probably a little bit of beach that way that's not.
I tell you what,
Underwater.
they put people in the UK to shame. Irish people are always swimming in the sea.
Yeah.
I see
Oh,
hundreds of people every day swimming in the sea.
Yep.
I mean, the
Doesn't matter
water,
where we go.
the water isn't like Skeg Vegas water. I must admit, it's like Spanish
No.
water. All the water all the way around. We've not seen a bit that's brown yet, other than up in the estuaries where it's naturally going to be brown. Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear, who we got? Becky and Alan, Prosecco time.
Prosecco, I can't drink it. It blows me
Nah,
up.
we don't drink it. That's Suze's tipple, innit? She likes a Prosecco, doesn't she,
Susie
bless
likes
her?
Prosecco, yeah, but it gives me a
She
bloated
does.
stomach.
Yeah, too fizzy. It's way too fizzy.
Might have a bit of champagne on Christmas Day.
Yeah. And we always used to have a bottle of champagne, didn't we, on Christmas Day? But that
We
was
did
it.
until last Christmas when we was in Benidorm. So it was a little bit different.
It was a bit different. It was. Nicola says, please say hello to my long-suffering husband, Sean, watching from Somerset. Good evening, Sean.
Evening, Sean.
And Nicola. Carly Yates, hello to you.
Good evening, Carla, and good evening to everybody else who's
Carly,
just logged on.
not Carla.
Carly. Sorry.
Get it right, boy. I know, Julie says we couldn't have picked a better spot for this live with the noise of the sea.
Well, we were at a castle earlier, and we was only getting like 5 megabits per second on the internet. So it was like, we're not going to do a live on 5 megabits per second.
No.
We're not paying for Starlink anymore because that SIM card we've got for the 3 network over it is absolutely amazing.
It's really, really good.
Where
really
we are
good.
now, we get like 180 megabits per second download and 50 upload. It's phenomenal. It's quicker than Starlink
It
most
is,
of the time.
it's really good.
So we cancelled Starlink because...
Oh wow, look at that sun. Blimey. Wow, what
Can
a
you
sunset.
see that? Wow.
What a sunset.
see it.
I know they
I
can't,
know
but
that.
we'll just tell you, it's a cracking sunset.
Yeah, we'll get a few more of them.
Yes, we've had some good sunsets, haven't we, in the last week or two?
So yeah, that's why when we come here and we did a speed test, we were like, this is where we're doing the live.
Yeah, I can just see orange sun now in my eyes.
Blinded by
Oh
light.
dear. Huh.
Right, what's happening?
I don't
on
know
there?
because I can't see. I can see orange sunshines.
It's going to be a beautiful sunset.
I know, isn't it just?
Yes.
Isn't it just? Hello to Colin and Lena from Liverpool.
Good evening, Liverpool
Mark and Deb from Sunderland.
and Sunderland.
Kevin says you need to tag the live with ASMR with those waves.
Yes. It's a video where you don't have talking, basically.
Ah, right.
You do a
Oh,
video.
just
you
for the
don't talk.
chill out
Yeah.
vibes of the waves and
Kinda,
yeah. Get it. I get it.
Some people do ASMR videos where they'll show you them cooking tea, but they won't speak during it, or things like that, or just walking on the beach but not speaking. It probably stands for some ASMR, but I can't
It will
remember
do.
what it stands for.
Will do. Yeah, Luke's in the house again.
Good evening, Luke.
He says, I'll pretend I know what you're talking about with your upload stuff.
Well, it's just the speed of it. It means I uploaded a vlog early and it took 10 minutes. Buff gone.
Yeah.
Sometimes with Starlink it takes 3 hours. Just careful, boo.
You're
You're on
going
the
to
edge
fall
of
off
your
the
chair.
sofa, mate.
Download speed. The faster it downloads, the more you can stream Formula One, etc. YouTube.
Oh, there you go. Auto Anonymous Sensory Meridian Response.
Yeah, ASMR doesn't
Yeah,
really make
there
any.
you go.
But I
Thank
know
you
when
for
I've
that.
read it before, it makes no sense whatsoever. Be catching out.
Hello to Chris and Jan. They always comment on all our vlogs. Thank
Yes,
you
you
very
do, Chris
much.
and Jan. Thank you very
Always
much.
do.
What's up with you?
Why are you sat staring at me? Half falling off the sofa.
The dog is awake. He wants to be talking to. He's like, who are you talking to?
Good evening from
Here's the
Russ
second one.
and Karen in Haydock. He's going for a drink, that's what he's
Haydock.
doing.
Good evening. I think they was on last week.
Yeah.
Where the horses are
Yeah,
racing.
Haydock Park, yeah, because I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Angela says, been sat with a power cut since 3 o'clock today.
Oh.
And not likely to have power till tomorrow.
That's
So-
one thing we don't get, power cuts, isn't it? Since we went full time. We've not had a single power cut.
Not falling for that.
True story, that. I've got a bit hungry, I have.
It's not a true story because we ran out of power and had a power cut.
While we're full time.
Yeah,
Yes.
in all that frosty,
because
icy weather.
It was in this van as well.
It was. Yeah, we were down at the hot pole, weren't we?
Yeah, but it was only for 2 minutes while I put generator on.
But it's still a power cut. Still counts. What have we had for tea? I've done a very, very simple tea because we were running a bit late today with driving later on in the day. So I actually did like a savoury mince with mashed potato and gravy. Just something really, really
Minced
easy.
potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, really easy. And much to his disgust, I chucked some mixed veg in. So he's there picking carrots out, putting
And
them on my
mushrooms.
plate. Yeah, and mushrooms.
Although I didn't seem to have a lot of mushrooms in mine. Maybe on mushroom strike or something. Who knows?
There's always something for you to complain about.
Yes,
isn't
come
there?
on.
Yes.
Moving on. Swiftly moving on.
Swiftly moving on. Hello to Nick and Diane in Mablethorpe.
Good evening, Mablethorpe.
And Carl and Lisa in Belper.
Belper, good evening.
Where is our Susie B tonight? She doesn't finish till 8:30. Was it 10 o'clock tonight?
Yes.
Oh, so she'll not be on.
I spoke to her earlier. 10 o'clock tonight
Right.
she finishes.
Yeah, she'll not be on then tonight,
Yeah, she works
unfortunately.
quite late. I don't know which days, but I know she works late today. Normally it's 8 o'clock, but I think sometimes she finishes
Well,
late.
normally she drops on our live just very quickly, doesn't she? When she's like finished work and then goes for a shower. And
Yeah,
well, no, she'll not be on tonight then.
no. We'll not be on that late.
No, we won't.
We normally have about an hour and
In
3/4.
We've got Carl and Lisa in Belper. Yep, done that one. Martin and Julie sat in their motorhome on the drive. Why not? Shut
Can't
them
fault you.
curtains, you could be anywhere.
Yep,
That's what you always say, isn't it?
yep. I can't fault you. We used to do it.
Keely says, how long does the Netgear battery last? We don't have the battery in it, do we?
We don't have the battery in ours.
No, we just have it constantly plugged
We
in.
just have it constantly plugged in because if you put the... I don't know how long they last on the battery. I think they'll... I'm guessing. I think they last about 8 hours. I think it depends what you're doing with it. But if you constantly charge it with the battery in, they overheat. So you can actually just plug it in without the battery in and leave it constantly plugged in. So that's what we do.
Yeah, yeah. Mark says you've got them all yawning.
I only did 2 yawns so far in 28 minutes. So that's
Doing
quite
well.
good.
So yes, Diane, put your big girl pants on and get out there and do some wild park ups.
Diane, oh,
Bob and Diane.
Bob and Diane,
But Bob says that Diane's got to...
woman up.
Yes, woman up.
Woman up, Diane. Bob's there to protect you. He'll go out in his dressing gown with his truncheon. I bet he just spat his crisps out his bowl.
God. Oh dear. Down the road with Diane. Good evening to you all from Brighton.
Good evening, Diane.
Gosh, it's a while since we ever went to Brighton, isn't it? A few years.
Yeah.
We used to do the Brighton Breeze down there. Well, you did. I don't think I ever got there, did I?
You've
Here we go. I've been to Brighton, yeah. I haven't been
Yeah,
to
we
Brighton
went
Breeze.
we went together to Brighton.
We did, yeah. We did.
Because I lost my sunglasses and it was that bright I couldn't see anything. So I had to find a sunglasses store with my eyes shut.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
and buy
Yep.
some. So it was so bright and it was hurting my eyes for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew says his dogs are asleep. He's got Spots and Socks. So that's your dog's names.
Well, I would hope it's spots and socks.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might want to go and see the doctors.
Hello from sunny Lanzarote.
Sunny Lanzarote.
Yes, that's Teresa. She's still enjoying the vlogs while she's away.
Very nice.
We are honoured.
I've never been to Lanzarote.
No, I haven't.
You can go in the camper van. You can go in this.
Mhm. Long drive though.
Well, no, you go on boat most of the
I
time.
know that, but
Yeah,
it
we
still
go from-
takes a long time to get there.
Yeah, you could get there in, I don't know, it's one day, about 5 days we could do it in. We could get to Lanzarote with ferries.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin says, will you return to Ireland again to do the Wild Atlantic Way again to maybe cover the areas you can't on the first trip?
Maybe another day, maybe one day, yeah. I don't know.
There's so much we haven't seen, isn't there?
There is.
We've not even seen, like, I would say 2% of it.
We've learnt a lot of it.
We've learnt a lot. We have. Definitely.
We've driven pretty much, probably 90% of it down to where we are now. There's a couple of bits we've missed out, but we've done a lot of it.
Yeah.
A real lot.
We've covered some ground, haven't we, up to now?
I've not even kept check really, but I think we're getting up towards about 2,000 miles.
Already?
Oh wow, we've done loads of
Wow.
miles. Well, the Wild Atlantic Way is 1,600 miles, plus we've got Northern Ireland, which we've driven around.
Oh, of course.
And then the bit in Scotland.
Yeah.
So not just Ireland, but yeah, we're probably getting up towards. But I didn't check on the mileage, but I know we're getting up there. But yeah, we could return another stage, but we'd learnt a lot. We've learned, different things.
Yeah.
Might be nicer to come back with a smaller motorhome for a start. To have a bit
Yeah,
more
so
options.
so we've got more options of where we can go and what we can do. Yeah.
There's always
No,
a
I
downside
agree,
to
yeah.
this van. We've had it, we've had it in Spain, France, all the countries we've been. 9-metre motorhomes sometimes are a bit awkward to park.
Oh, Mandy, Marcus and Mandy, they can't get us on the live. They're at the Lincoln show. So she's just sent me a message.
It'll be really, really busy.
It will. It will.
And everybody will be on the internet. Unless you got Starlink, then you're alright.
I know. Julie says, not that Julie, different Julie says, what do you think about the park-ups being banned on Caton Bay and Scarborough Seafront? We are gutted, as always spent money when staying in these places in the winter months. The local community, the shops, the cafes, the fish and chip shops, they're going to seriously suffer from it. I'm sure they are.
It's quite funny because I think Scarborough Council, or North
It's North Yorkshire. Yeah.
Council, are using an excuse because they're saying they monitored the number of people parking at North Bay in Scarborough. How many was parking, how long they were staying there, people that got fires, they monitored it and then said it was a safety concern. But then all of a sudden, we put a ban on it, but then they banned it at Caton Bay. So I think they've used it as an excuse, that, for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because there was you never saw anything like that at
But I
Caton
do know
Bay.
they're going to review it in 6 months.
They're going to keep the temporary ban is for 18 months with a 6-monthly review.
But what are they going to review? If they ban it and nobody goes and parks there, what can they review?
I think they'd be reviewing the local economy, I would think, to see what the local economy's reactions to it, how's it going, how's it affecting you.
I don't think it'll personally affect the local economy that much. A lot of people won't spend money there. People will, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't know.
It's a real shame. It is a real shame.
We've seen it we have seen it with our own eyes. You drive down there and there'll be a little Vauxhall Vivaro parked sideways on taking up several bays, and you think you'd easily fit the other way. I mean, we wouldn't. So it's a bit different for us, but we haven't parked down there in this.
No, we haven't.
But we've seen little vans parked like that, and then, like you say, they've got steps out, chairs out, tables out.
Yeah, taking the mickey. Really taking the mickey.
Yeah. I mean, there's another van here at the end. It's an Irish van.
And they're taking the
They've
mickey.
got table, chairs.
They've got the entire setup out. They've got sunbeds, they've got
sunbeds.
table and chairs, they've got beers, they've got swimming stuff all over the rocks. They've literally got
Everything
the
out.
whole camping setup for like a Spanish vacation, haven't they? And it's like, yeah, do you know what? That really is taking the piss.
It can spoil things.
The mickey, sorry.
Yes.
The mickey.
So yeah, people do spoil it that way. I'm not saying that's why they've banned it, but that's probably one of the majorities. And yeah, I don't think they'll take the ban away. I think they'll just leave it there.
I think they will.
Now they've made the decision, which is a bit rubbish.
Really.
Really.
It is. And there was the two people, or there was a motorhome and a caravan, wasn't there, at Caton Bay? And fair enough, they were living up there, but they were such lovely people.
Yeah.
They'd come out, they'd be chatting to you, they'd be, not doing anything wrong. There was no litter, there was no nothing. You couldn't pinpoint and go, they're causing this. You just couldn't.
Anyway,
You know.
have we got any more? Have we got any more? Because we could go on forever about Caton Bay and Scarborough, couldn't we?
I know, we're gutted, aren't we? We can't go anymore. Is there anywhere we would never return to? where we've gone and said, oh, I won't bother coming here again?
I don't know.
That's quite a good one. I think that'll take some thinking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the most unfriendly place that we wouldn't bother going back to was Norfolk.
Yeah. I think we've done some park-ups where we'd say, oh, we won't park here again because of the noise. But other than that, not really places so much.
No, I've never sort of disliked. There was that one in the bottom of France, wasn't there? But not in the UK. Not in the UK.
Yeah, but not like a big area where we can say, well, we wouldn't go to Cornwall ever again. No, we haven't got anywhere quite that bad now.
No.
Just the odd park.
Chris Williamson's asking, what part of the UK would you like to do when you return? So I think plans up until Christmas.
Well, we've got plans up until Christmas, but we're not sharing them.
No, but we're going to sort of nearer to Christmas. We're going to bit and bob about at a few Christmas markets.
Yes.
I think we haven't really planned exactly where we're going, but
Well,
I love my Christmas markets. So.
We haven't planned any of it, but we've got ideas in our heads.
Yes.
But
yeah.
When we said we was coming to Ireland, we decided it long before we knew anybody else was going to Ireland.
Yeah.
And then everybody's saying to us, oh, you're just following everybody else. Well, we're not. So we've decided this time we're not going to
say anything because then people can't say that.
We're not going to say anything months in advance. We're just going to wait till the time.
No, that's it.
But yeah, we've got a load of ideas up here. Like I say, we're going to see Sue's when we get back, so...
Yeah, Becky says it's them in that van. It's them, they confess.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to see Sue's, aren't we? That's
that's probably going to be
the first plan.
Around 4 to 6 weeks' time when we're finished here.
Depending on how quickly we get round the rest of the Irish coast. Yeah, Diane's not that different. Down the road with Diane. Don't understand why the UK is so anti-motorhome or camper vans.
I think it's not just the UK. You find it wherever you go, and I think a lot of it is sometimes it's if a local comes down here and they walk the dog down here every day, and they don't like motorhomes in particular. They come down, they can't get parts because there's motorhomes here. Straight away they're onto the local council, aren't they?
Yeah. But I think as for supplying motorhomes with services and things like that, I think the UK is the worst place because they don't supply anything.
There's quite a few service points around Ireland, just
there is.
random ones, and you think, oh, service point.
And we've noticed we've called at a couple of places where they've had like a little business, and then they've put a service point in around the back. So they put somewhere to empty your toilet, somewhere to empty your grey waste, and a fresh water tap, and they charge like €5. Well, when you're in the middle of nowhere, it's an absolute godsend for somebody to do that. So, it's something the UK could really, really do, and also make a few quid out of people doing that. What would be involved, I don't know, but...
Well, they've showed you these camper airs, they've showed how much money they can actually make a year. Just off of 5 vans, and it's surprising. But I don't like donation places or free to stop.
Oh, you've got it in your head about donations, haven't you?
Well, because people don't leave donations. We stopped in... Where we stopped? Further up.
It was at...
God, you forget names.
It's where we stopped behind that tourist information,
wasn't it? We stopped behind the tourist information place, and it says leave a donation, and the electricity was on tokens. Now it's free, so it's switched on all the time. There was no free electric sockets. The van next to us was all curtained up when we got there.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, when they come out of the van, I'll ask them if I can borrow the power for 2 hours to charge the van.
Yeah.
Nobody came out the van. Then the next day, nobody came out the van.
Yeah. And I said to you, didn't I? You worry about somebody's health when that happens.
So I thought it was a bit odd. So I thought, I would knock on the door. Knocked on the door, nobody answered. So I knocked loud on the door, nobody answered. So I felt the fridge vents, the fridge went on, it was cold. So I unplugged their power and plugged ours in. I thought, right. So I went in the tourist information, we told them, look, there's a van out there. We don't know if somebody's croaked it in there
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah, so we asked them to do if the Garda could come out and do a welfare check.
So the Garda came out.
And they were only like 20 minutes, weren't they,
Yeah,
before they actually
so-
came out? They were really quick.
2 Gardas came out to check the van. Nobody there. Then the guy turns up. Anyway,
Yeah.
we got talking to another couple there who stopped there now and again, and they says that other van over there, he comes and leaves it in
Yeah,
here all
it's,
the time.
it's always there, yeah.
So taking the piss basically.
Yeah.
So the guy, anyway, he must stop local because he saw the Garda and he came over to his van, and the Garda told him, you know, you can't just keep leaving your van in here.
You've got to move, yeah.
But we seem to know when people leave and nobody left donations. We did.
We did. I always keep a packet of self-seal envelopes in the cupboard, and I always put a donation in the envelope, seal it up, and then just put it in the donation box.
So that's why I don't like donation places because
They're not right.
He were taking
They're
the
not-
piss.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, definitely.
And it was only when the other van says to us, "Oh, he's always in here."
Yeah,
It was like, all right.
yeah. Anyway, Kevin.
Well,
Oh, we're copying Kevin now because he's doing Christmas markets.
Kevin Hill.
Kevin Brown.
Oh, Laura and Kevin, Camping Chronicles.
Yeah.
Which Christmas market's you doing?
He's taking the mickey.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're on about people copying us when we say what
Oh,
we're doing.
I'm a bit.
You're
I'm
slow
a bit
tonight.
aren't I? Yeah.
Even I got that.
Yeah, we're not doing Christmas. We're not doing anything.
No, we're not. We're just going to sit in the van and be bored.
We're not. We're in Spain actually. We're not even in Ireland.
Oh, Coopsy74, can I give a big shout out to Zach? Yes, you can. He's down that end like
But
he
he
has been
can't
last
hear
few
us.
weeks.
We'll
He can't
tell
hear
him.
us. But I will say hello to him from you.
Third one.
Yeah, copycat school talk should be left at the gates. Silly how people say you're copying them. It's just pathetic.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
I know.
Absolutely, but-
I don't bother answering people. I just block them.
Diane's just said, though, Cleethorpes Council have done the same as Scarborough and banned motorhomes. I didn't realise that. Didn't realise that long ago we were at Cleethorpes.
No.
No, I didn't realise that at all.
No. I can understand why they do it sometimes, but yeah, it's a small now minority spoiling it. They've got it set abroad. You know, they'll make the motorhome as, and it'll be, especially in places like Portugal, it'll be 24 hours, 48 hours stop there.
Yeah.
The police come round, take registrations, and
Yeah.
that, and people that try and live on them, off you go. But obviously different in England because it's a civil offence rather than a criminal offence. Whereas in Spain, Portugal and all that, it's actually a criminal offence. So the police can come and turf you off, whereas in England they can't. So I think that's probably another reason why they do it. Anyway, we're waffling again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting on one again, I can feel it
You're on a
coming.
mission. You're a bee in your bonnet again, Duck. Yeah, Kevin says he's the same. Hates donations. Just tell me how much it is and I'll pay it. That's what we think.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
should pay
Yeah.
a price because we've seen it in Gouda in Holland as well. You could pay to stop in the car park. I think it was only like €7, 24 hours, free electricity. There was a guy living on there, and he was Dutch. We spoke to him actually.
Yeah, we did.
Lovely
Yeah,
bloke.
yeah.
And he says, "Where else can I live for €7 a day?" And he
He's
got
a point, hasn't he?
electricity.
Yeah.
And I thought, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you've got a valid point, especially in Holland. €7 a day
Yeah.
to live.
Yeah. So, Stephen Brown, what do you think about the proposed mileage tax? They say it will cost us dearly.
I can't see them
How are
bringing
they
it
going
in.
to do that?
How are they going to police it?
I don't see how they can.
They can't, I don't know how they'd police it because
No.
they need to know the mileage on every vehicle. And even if they did bring it in, I'm sure somebody would bring out some devices to make it stop
Yeah.
recording how many miles you
Yeah.
actually do.
I'm sure they would.
Well,
I'm
I'd,
sure
I'd
they would.
figure out how to unplug it so I didn't do any.
Oh dear. Big hello to Neil and Julie Anderton and their dogs Holly and Pippa. Apparently Pippa's in love with Boo Boo, who's gone back to Snoozeland.
Yeah, I can't see how they're going to police this mileage thing.
No, I can't see that happening. I really can't.
I can't, but who knows?
No. Yeah, Boo Boo's there.
Asleep.
Fast asleep.
I'm going to top us up.
Go on then.
Get yourselves
Go
a
on
top up. Then.
Yeah, David's got a point. You see, when you MOT each year, they take the mileage off your vehicles, don't they? To register it.
I
But,
suppose so.
yeah, that's a good point.
Unless you know the MOT man.
Yeah.
We can get that adopted that way.
Oh dear.
There'll be ways round it.
There will. There will. Yeah, Diane said it's behind the Meridian Point and people were living in their vans there, emptying the toilet waste in the river that runs into the sea. That's disgusting. That really is disgusting, that.
There's
I
no
can't
need.
stand
There's
that.
no need in this day and age to be able to have to do that with toilets. And I'm not saying I condone it, but the council should put a chemical point in, even if they charge for it for people to use. Really, but yeah, I'm afraid some people don't care, do they?
No.
They just look at it as, well, we're happy sat here. But yeah, I think it's like you say, it's more the people that move into places and think, well, I'll just stop here forever. We tend to stick to the 1-2 day rule for us.
Yeah.
Most places we stay for one night. Some we might stay for 2, and that's it.
Yeah, never ever any longer. Never.
There's just us and one motorhome here, so there's only 2 motorhomes here, so we're not causing a big problem. If a load turned up tomorrow and we decided to stop tomorrow night, we would move. Try and be a bit responsible, but
Yeah, you see, that's the point. What Sally's saying. Charities who have drivers with charity vehicles, like when they go around and pick up your unwanted goods and things, that's going to kill them. Having a mileage tax, because they don't have to do some miles. I mean, how would something like that stand? There's so many unanswered questions, I think, isn't there? For,
I can't
for
see them
things
bringing
like
it
that.
in. But if they bring it in, if everybody united together and says, stuff you, not paying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
end of the day, government just do what they like and everybody has to just toe the line, don't they? It's one of them, innit? You have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I mean, I can also, if they're going to do away with road tax, or it's emissions tax, whatever you want to call it, road fund licence, vehicle tax, whatever you want to call it, if they're going to do away with that, some people don't use the cars very much compared to somebody who uses the car a lot. I can see it's probably beneficial that
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
because some people will be getting penalised for doing,
Well, it's like my little car.
yeah.
My little car's barely done any miles since its last MOT, and it's due again in
Well,
November.
we'll just register that as his only car, so we pay about £3 a year. Could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I can't see it happening. But
What are your plans for Christmas? From Kathy. We're actually going to be back with family this year for
back
Christmas.
in Nottinghamshire.
Yes, back in Nottinghamshire with family this year.
Christmas.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. Tax and more tax everything. That's our government.
Yes.
Keely, how do you find the PuriClean smells? It smells a bit bleachy after you've rinsed it out.
It smells like the swimming baths.
Not how do you
for a
clean
day
the
or
do?
two.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
does
but
smell.
it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it does smell like a sports centre.
If once you put it through your tank, empty your tank, put a tank through it to rinse it, and then your next tank, you'll smell it a bit like being at the swimming baths. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it does. That's what it does. But eventually, 2 or 3 more fills, that smell will go.
Yeah. Bungle Bonts.
Bungle Bonds.
Yeah. I know you said good evening, and I was going to say it, and I forgot. Clean air tax in the dirtiest city of Birmingham as well. These ULEZ zones, they're ridiculous, aren't they?
Yes.
We got stung, didn't we, other year with a van. What was it, 100 quid?
50 quid.
Was it 50 quid?
Sheffield.
In Sheffield, yeah. Only because we missed the turning and thought, well, we'll just carry on and go that way back. And we didn't realise it took you right through the middle of the blooming ULEZ zone. And we got stung for 50 quid. Was that in Sprinter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just another con. It's nothing
Yeah.
to do about it's nothing to do with the
No,
environment.
it's another one of them.
Look at the Manchester clear air zone. They spent.
God blimey, there's car after car after car coming in.
Isn't it? I don't know how much money they spent in Manchester putting all them clean air zone signs up, cameras up everywhere, and they scrapped it because people won't pay it.
Yeah.
Or there was uproar because people had old cars as well, and so they actually scrapped that one.
There's quite a few people saying the same thing, Diane. She's the sound of the waves is making her want to nod off.
Can you hear the sound? What does it sound? Does it sound as good as it sounds here?
It's such a lovely sound, that water lapping into it. And especially when you go to sleep here and you just listen to it and it's like, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, where am I?
Yeah.
What day is it?
Yeah, David says, do what the French do and block the roads, let nothing move. The French do it in style though, don't they? Protests and things like that. We've seen them.
The problem in the UK is if everybody who was like us, working class citizens, all stuck together and all did it on the same day, we could screw the system up. But the problem is not everybody's up for doing it, are they?
No, no. Everybody's saying it sounds really relaxing to them.
It's not bad.
No.
We've parked in worse places.
Oh dear. From Tim. Hope you're all good. How much do you think it has cost you in fuel so far? We're not on petrol, we're on diesel.
Fuel? Ooh.
Yes. Quite a bit.
We haven't actually, on those previous trips abroad, we've done like...
We logged it all, didn't we?
Down, but we haven't done because we've kind of just topped up here and there as well. The fuel is actually cheaper here than it is in England.
It is.
A little bit.
It is, just
Not
by a
lot.
bit now.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
How much do you reckon we've spent up to now?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably 500-600 quid.
Maybe not quite 600.
About 500 quid up to now.
Maybe about 500 we've probably spent.
I
We
mean-
put 150 euros in the other day. That was the first time we filled it while we've been there.
Yeah. I mean, bearing in
Maybe
mind
not that much. Maybe
this only
400.
does like 19 to gallon, doesn't it?
We're getting about 22 because we're driving it. When you come to Ireland, most of it you're driving at 30 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Because you're going down a road that ain't wide enough for
Yeah.
you, let alone no else.
Yeah.
So most of it you're not really flying.
It's
but
a very steady drive, the Wild Atlantic Way, isn't it? A very
Yes.
steady drive.
any YouTube channel out there that reckon they've done it in a couple of weeks, they ain't
Not a prayer.
They ain't even driven it.
Not a prayer.
You couldn't drive it in 2 weeks. The whole Wild Atlantic Way. Pardon me. We certainly won't. What's the word?
Oh, Liam and Dee's on.
Do it all in that time. Well, good evening, Liam and Dee.
Nice to hear from you. Yeah, it's a hell of a long way to go.
It's a long way to go, and it's a lot of small roads, like
It's
single
very up,
track
down,
roads.
and windy, isn't it? It's
And yeah, there's bits where you take off.
hey, we were posh today, weren't we? We went on a motorway.
That was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
We found
Yeah.
a motorway
Found a motorway.
in Ireland.
Can you believe it? First one we've been on since we've been over
It's
here.
like, look at this.
It's like
2 lanes.
yeah.
Normally it's like half a lane. You've got
Yeah.
one wheel in. You've got one wheel in somebody's garden, and other wheel in next lane.
I know. Anyway, I'm
It's only on
getting
it for 8 mile.
I know.
It's like, is that
And
it?
we had to pay a toll.
Yeah, we
No
paid
way.
a toll today.
£2.35.
to go under the Shannon.
Yeah, and my Revolut won't work. When we pulled up, it said €4, and then it cancelled it before I could pay it and dropped it down to £2.35. But then the card thingy won't work. So, but luckily, that's why I always say to people, carry a few bits of cash on you, because
Yeah.
I just picked the cash out of my purse, chucked it in the pot,
Because the
and
queue's
there we
getting
go.
bigger behind
There's
us.
people cursing you sat behind.
It's like when you go to a French
Blooming
toll.
motorhome.
It's like when you go to a French toll for the first time, and they'll pile in behind you, and then you realise you're in the prepaid one, and you haven't even got a prepaid thing, and you're like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah, yeah,
We did that first ever time.
yeah.
Like that. Can we all back up a bit?
Oh, that was a nightmare, wasn't it? That. Yeah, Dee says, how is the rain flap that you made doing on the back of the van? Good place to test it in Ireland.
Well, it's had no rain
It's
in
doing all
Ireland.
right.
Yeah, it's better.
We've only had a week of decent weather. We had a lot of rain beforehand.
It's been working
It's
fine.
worked really
It doesn't
well.
look the prettiest, and I was going to redo it, but
It
it just
works.
seems to work. So.
If it ain't, yeah.
Number
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they say, isn't it?
I'm going to put that somewhere else.
What?
That little tripod, because I'm
Oh.
just sat here fiddling with it. And the tripod.
Oh dear. Ooh, very nice. Bob says we're planning our next trip tomorrow to Spain, pricing up Calais versus ferry to Santander. Diane, you've got to start packing. You've only got 14 weeks left. Apparently. Oh dear.
Yes.
Not like me then, 5 minutes and that's it. I'm packed.
What people say it's cheaper to go one way than the other. It's about the same to go both ways.
Yeah.
Price wise, it's whether you're willing to drive it. If you're wanting to drive to Spain down France through no tolls and you're in a rush, good luck. Because you stop-start a lot of it. So yeah, if you don't mind driving it and you want to see a bit of France and take your time, fine. But yeah, price-wise, what we tend to find is the dog cabins, pet cabins sell out really fast.
They
so,
do. They do.
I don't know if Bob and Nan have got dogs. Don't know if you've got dogs. If you've got dogs, the pet cabins sell out very fast.
I can't remember on the spot.
So, you know, if you're weighing it up and you haven't booked anything and you've got pets you're taking with you, get in there quick because they sell out so fast.
Oh, they do.
Pet
They do.
cabins. Other than that, you'll have to leave them in like kennels, but it's
Oh, I could never do that.
It's a long trip. I
Could
know
never
that.
do that. Julie, it's a rosé, and it's called The Bend in the Road.
Bending the road.
And it is lovely. It's from Lidl. No, Tesco's.
Tesco's.
Really nice.
There you go.
Off you go.
Number 5.
Paul says he's been to the toilet 6 times listening to the waves.
Have you? But you've not got out your chair yet.
No, that's it. Ian says, what are your experiences of Spanish park-ups? We are going to Spain and my wife wants to use sites, but I'd rather save some money. Oh, don't use sites in Spain.
Very good.
Yeah, don't use sites in Spain. The park-ups are fantastic. They really, really are. And there's so many to choose from as well.
Depends where you're going in Spain. What you tend to find is yeah, well, any of the airs abroad, if you're trying to get in an air, especially if it's a free air, good luck getting in there.
We've tried.
Because it'll be full of Germans, Italians, French, Spanish. The Spanish use them quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
Best time to go is 9-10 o'clock in the morning to try and get in an air. Don't go in the afternoon because you won't get in one.
No, there's no point trying.
Even if it's a paid air, it can be like that. Very, very busy. Wild camping spots.
You've got to be careful with wild camping in Spain because it technically is illegal, isn't it, in Spain?
Yeah, the police can move you on.
Yeah.
Some places it's tolerated, basically.
So I think use both the apps, the Park for Night Search for
And
Sites,
then look through the reviews.
and then look through all the reviews and read what everybody in sort of the last year has said about the place, and then make your own decision. But I wouldn't waste money on campsites if you can help it. I really wouldn't.
Some are cheap.
Some are cheap, but we tended to find the campsites were very dusty and a bit outdated. Maybe that was just what we chose, but
Some of the airs are quite expensive as well, so you have to be careful which ones you go to. A lot of them are on electric meters.
yeah.
Some are on low amperage trips as well.
Yeah, you've got to. We got caught out with that, didn't we? And on one air we stayed on,
There's only 6 amps.
it wouldn't even power the fridge, and we thought there was something going on with the fridge. But
Some of them really
yeah.
low power.
you've got to pick and choose, but save money where you can. Just think, one night on a campsite could buy you a meal out. Think of it that way. Yes, 22 miles per gallon. That's a tank. Yes, it's a lot of money. And at what the tank, we can get about 170 quid in the tank, can't we? For
Yes.
empty, something like it's a big tank. Big tank. But it is what it is. We knew that when we bought it, didn't we?
Yeah,
So,
it's a house on wheels.
Jackie says, go to Port Salon in Donegal. There's parking and it's level. They rented the house for every July month.
We're miles away from Donegal.
We are.
Miles away. We won't be going back to Donegal. 'cause
No,
that means going back
unfortunately,
up.
Donegal's north now from us.
Yeah, a long way north.
We've just crossed the border south into Kerry.
We're in County Kerry,
So that's where we are now. We're quite a way south from there.
at the mouth of the Shannon. Is where we are.
Oh dear. We're having a domestic between Diane and Bob now.
Bob, Diane, sort your sense out. What's going on?
I know. Diane says, Bob Southcote, take all of your junk out the motorhome, then she can pack properly. You've been told. Yeah.
You know you'll have to do it eventually, Bob.
I know. You might as well just give in now.
Just give in now. For a
Mum,
peaceful life.
Mum says diesel's down to 137 at our Morrison's at Retford now.
Wow.
That's cheap. Crikey
They must have lost the 4-digit. They must have lost it in that 4 just to put the 3 up there.
Yeah,
They
but
lost the 4.
it was taken over by the one over the road, wasn't it? Just before we left.
Yeah, well, somebody
That's
said,
cheap.
I seen on Facebook today, said fuel prices were coming down, and we have seen fuel yesterday over at €161, which
So
I haven't got my phone to convert it, but that'd be low
Low
130s.
Yeah. Oh, I thought 140s.
No, low
Oh, right.
130s. Because the
Right.
exchange rate is, we're getting €118.50 per pound at the minute
Right.
on the Revolut. So pretty good, really. Better than it's been for a while for us.
Yeah, Ian says, have you heard of Bip and Go for Europe tolls? Is that the tag?
Yeah.
That's the tag, isn't it? Yeah, we have, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but Well, I don't know. We just prefer to rock up and pay because when we rock up at
If we buy a tag, we get as a class 3 every toll booth.
yeah.
If we tell them we're a class 2 half the time, half the amount of times we'll get through as a class 2, which is half the price of a class 3.
Yeah. And
so
class 3 is half the price of a class 4, which is what we automatically go under when we rock up to tolls.
So we have thought about the tag thing, but then we thought, well, we might be able to cheat the system and get through cheaper, basically.
Oh dear. Have you or are you going to Killybegs now? I've seen signs for Killybegs. I have. That's not far from us.
I don't know where it is.
Yesterday, I'm sure I saw signs for Killybegs.
We've got a new island map. What
He's
do we
got
reckon?
his island map. Look, the one he wanted.
I can't even see where it's positioned on the screen because I'm still sat on my
yeah,
arse.
yeah, I'm behind. I'm way behind on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, way behind. It's on the floor now.
I'm going to see if I can
hang
find
on.
Killybeg. It's not the best map to look at where Killybeg is. This is mainly telling you where.
Killybegs is somewhere near to where we are now.
Yes, we're at the mouth of the Shannon.
Yeah, you look at
I
that.
can't read it. It's too small. Well, when people were asking where we were, anyway, the mouth of the Shannon that narrows it down quite a bit in County Kerry.
Ah, Dee says they're going out back to her folks in Ireland for Christmas in the van. We were talking about
Very
you,
nice.
Dee, actually.
Yes.
And,
we were talking about you, Dee.
Yeah.
We were saying nasty things about you and Liam. We weren't really.
As if.
No, you know we wouldn't do that.
No, we were talking and we were
No,
saying we couldn't remember whereabouts in Ireland you were actually from.
Yes, we knew you
and
were
we were
from
debating it the other day.
Yeah.
So, and I saw, I'll drop her a message and then I forgot.
So,
As you do.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What power bank do we use?
6, all power.
Even I can't remember.
The all power
2, 3.
R2500.
Mm.
And it's been very good.
Julie Ashmore says, we dare not go abroad yet, only had the motorhome for a year. Do we think we should go for it?
Go for it.
Go for it. You will love it. As long as one of you is okay driving on the other side of the road, I think once you've been there for a few hours and you've driven, you'll get into
It
it.
doesn't matter about driving on the other side of the road. If you can drive, you can drive. Just do it.
That's what you say.
Just do it.
Do it, because even if you just bob into France and don't go too far, you'll find out how friendly France is for motorhomes.
But if you're worried about driving on the other side of the road, don't go into any cities whatsoever.
Oh, cities are a nightmare.
Because
just stay out.
Some of them are a absolute nightmare. Some of them are like 6 lanes.
Yeah.
And the lights do
Yeah, she's
funny
never driven
things.
abroad before.
So yeah. But yeah, well, it's easy. When you get off the ferry, you're on a motorway and you got a motorway. That's easy. Just aim for small villages, and then you're on
You'll be
single
fine.
lanes.
You'll be fine. You don't have to go too far on your first trip. Just you know, plot on the map a few local places to the port wherever you cross, and just say, well, we'll just do that. We'll just have like a week, you know, and you'll get your confidence, and then you'll love it. You really will love it. And the smell of every little town you wake up in, the smell of the bakery in the morning.
Number 7.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah, but the smell of the fresh bakeries, you know it is.
Yes. Or dog poo. In France.
Name a gamer. No, that's not Zach. That's not Zach. Zach's not on.
What's not that?
Yeah, the Bungle. I'll call you Bungle. Bungle's asking, name a gamer. Is that you, Zach? No, it's not. It's a very lovely lady.
She's our moderator.
She's our
for
moderator.
the evening.
She is.
We're going to pay her in big kisses when we see her.
We are. She's doing an awesome job. Tracy Roberts, evening all. We are all good, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Good evening.
Killybegs is in Donegal.
Is it?
I'm sure we weren't far from Killybegs, or am I sort of thinking I'd seen that a while back? I can't remember.
Killybegs.
I know I've seen signs for it.
Donegal's a lot. Oh, Killybegs.
We found it.
Yeah, it's there. It's down at the bottom. So we must have gone through. Because we came around there.
I bet we've been through it, and that's why I can remember it.
I recognise the name. We
Yeah.
must have stopped there for something.
We might have done. We might have done.
But I can't 100% remember. But yeah, we wanted to go to Donegal, but we couldn't park.
We couldn't. just physically not
there was
possible in
nowhere
our
for us
van.
to park.
No.
It was too busy. But yeah, we've got this nice map. We're gonna probably try and it'll probably fit there, couldn't it? Actually,
Yeah, but you lean there.
needs
So you
perspex
wreck
on
it.
it to stop it getting wrecked though.
It needs laminating, and then
Because
it wants a piece of
It's a
perspex over it.
beautiful map of Ireland. I'm getting the island in.
The island.
Ireland.
Alan Appleby, my wife and I have been looking to buy a motorhome for over a year. What's been putting us off was the cost, but I've noticed prices are coming down.
Cost, though, they're always
The
expensive
cost puts
for what
everyone off, doesn't it?
they always seem really expensive for what they are. And I do agree with you. Costs are big. It's a lot of money for some people, especially a
is.
new one. Some of the prices we've seen. We've seen look at some of the new Bursters what around $250,000 for a motorhome, and you think $250,000. That's wow. But yeah, like
it's a lot of
anything,
money.
prices always seem to go up, never come down. But yeah,
I think the thing is,
depends how
if
much you're going to use
if
it.
you're not sure whether you're going to like it, you can always hire a motorhome and take off for a few weeks.
Or have a cheap van conversion, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do
There's
it
ways around it. You don't have to spend loads of money.
and see whether you, because some people prefer, well, they like van conversions because they're better to park than coach builds like this. The good thing with your coach build is you've got the luxury of it. It's fully insulated properly. You've got a decent shower, you've got hot water, you've got heating, you've got a cooker, fridge, all done. Whereas some of the van conversions are a bit limited. Some are really good. But yeah.
Yeah, Paul, I'm not going to read that one out because there's a story behind that. But
Is there?
yeah. Arbeck Ventures, yeah, it was their dream for the motorhome. Their motorhome, best thing ever. Absolutely, we agree.
Yeah.
So much freedom.
And do you know what? I remember about 15, 20 years ago when we were at Santa Pod and we had a little Volkswagen camper van.
Yeah.
Some people will have seen it.
You had the bay window and I had the T4, yeah.
And we used to go away in that and we see people in motorhomes and go, I wouldn't have one of them if you paid me.
Yeah, we did.
And as you get a bit
Yeah.
older,
You grow up. Well, a little
I
bit.
don't grow up, but yeah, you start
You
to
just
realise-
admitted you don't grow up.
Well, no, I don't grow up.
No,
I'll
you don't.
admit that I ain't grown up. I'll
You
never
don't.
grow up. That's my problem. It's probably one of my downfalls. But yeah, the good thing with there's upsides and downsides to motorhome versus caravan. Obviously, motorhome we can come to this spot. Oh, beautiful. Put kettle on, everything. But if you want to nip off to the shop, you've got to take the whole thing with you.
I don't personally know of anywhere to hire one because it's not something we've done. But if anybody else is on that knows of any hire places,
There's loads of hire places. There's a car garage in Retford what hire out motorhomes.
there is. Yeah, there's one local to us.
There's,
But if you just, I think you know.
there's loads of places. The bloke that runs the air in Penrith, he's got a motorhome out
he does
that
it.
he
Yeah,
hires out.
yeah, he does.
So if you're anywhere in,
Depends on what part of the country you're in.
yeah, if you, I'm sure if you mention where you are in the country, somebody in the comments will
Yeah.
know where. There's
Let
a
us
place.
know where in the country, and I'll tell everybody, and then
There's
maybe you'll get
loads of-
some suggestions.
There's loads of places that you can hire them from. A lot of the places only hire 2 or 3. You see loads abroad. That Go Camper, Indie Campers. There's a couple of hire companies. I think they're abroad though. Them ones, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They're not cheap to hire. That's a good business to be in.
Oh, yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of money to hire. One.
Definitely. Actually, there's a friend of ours that hires. They've got a second motorhome they hire out. Natasha. Do you remember
Right.
with
Oh,
other
yeah.
Bailey dog?
Natasha Pinkhair.
Yes, other Bailey dog. They've just
Natasha
come back to the UK,
Fosdance.
but unfortunately they've just had somebody totally vandalise their hire van, which is
Yeah.
the downside to it.
To hire one out. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, toll bar site. I don't know whether I presume
Toll
that's
bar, yeah.
Becky. Yeah, toll bar.
He has a motorhome he hires out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a van conversion. I've seen it. I'm sure it was a van conversion.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Dee's from County Armagh, so we've not got that far.
County
Armagh.
Armagh.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
My specs have gone on the floor.
Oh dear. Oh, Lavandra's in the house.
Armagh is southern, isn't it? Because Omagh is north.
Thank you, Lavandra and Phil. That's very nice of you.
What?
Just what she said.
Oh, very
yeah,
nice.
it's very nice.
County Armagh.
So good night to Rich and Kez. They're off.
Good
It's
night.
8:10 already.
Rich and Kez.
But yeah, like Mark says, Google is your best friend. It really is. Google Maps is our best friend when we're like over here. It's fantastic. We're always on it, aren't we?
County Arm. Oh, what's that?
It's
County
up
Arm?
north, yeah.
So it's Northern Ireland, isn't it?
I wasn't sure. I knew it was local, close to the border. Excuse me.
Oh, this map doesn't show me where the border is, but I think County Armagh is in Northern Ireland. Am I right or am I wrong? It must be, because Dublin's right down there. So County Armagh's in Northern Ireland.
Right.
Right. The Republic of Ireland. Because you've got Armagh, then you've got Is it Omagh?
Is the guy behind us still fishing?
Don't know.
Must be. Yeah, Laurie's just said the guy behind us is still fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They fish all night.
It's going to be hungry.
Yeah, the Just Go factory relocation hire is a good option, yeah? Just Go campers.
Yeah,
You see
Just Go.
loads of them, don't
Just
you?
Go. I've got loads of campers.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob says we did have caravans but ended up in a 7.5 metre motorhome and used e-bikes to get around, which is very, very common, isn't it, for people
Yeah.
to do. That's yeah, makes it easier. We used to have the e-bikes, didn't we? Just to bob about. You know, if you just think, oh, I've run out of this, or where's the local shop, and it's only like a few miles away, you can jump on the bike.
We need a moped.
We do need a moped. We've said
That's
that
what
for a
we
long
need.
time, haven't we?
Yeah, we could go back. We've got money to buy. I don't know why we don't get a moped, but
I know.
I'm not sure if we get it in the garage or whether we'd have to put an extra piece on the back for the moped.
Yeah. Quirky campers as well, Dee said.
Yeah,
Quirky campers, good one.
yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of them about.
There's a lot of different companies. You got like your one-man bands who've got 2 or 3 or just one.
Yeah. Hello, Christine. Hope you've had a good day at work.
Good evening, Christine. Hope you have not worked too hard. Does it make sense to top up again?
You can have my phone if you want me to do it.
Yes, go on. Now,
Julie says she's got a caravan looking to upgrade it next year and putting it on a seasonal. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Any advice, good or bad? At the minute, stores it on a driveway. But always fancy. We loved our seasonal. The beauty about a seasonal
You
pick.
can set it up and just leave it.
Yeah.
Ready
And
to go.
it used to be, because I never used to work Fridays. So on a Friday, while Zach was at school, I used to get everything ready. I used to get clothes washed, ironed, packed, fresh food, all your fridge food, and that was it.
She used to get everything ready, right? So I'd work all day, come home from work, get out of the shower, get in the van and go, come on, I'm ready to go. And she'd be like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. No, but it was nice because
Get everything ready. Don't
all you
listen
need-
to what she's telling you.
Shut up.
Get everything ready, my arse.
all you need is your clothes and your food, and you just jump in the car and go.
All you need is what?
Clothes and food.
There's a video on YouTube, if you go back through our Skegness vlog.
We forgot the clothes.
Where she forgot the clothes. We got to the caravan and I opened the drawer and I says, where's the clothes? And she
Yeah.
went, they're in the bag
On the kitchen floor.
on the kitchen floor. Oh, great.
Oh dear, that was good, wasn't it?
I can't remember what we did on that, but
We
the video is there on YouTube. It's from
We went into
2 or 3 years ago.
Inglemel's and we just bought a few bits and bobs of cheap clothing to get us through the weekend.
Yeah, I think
that's
we
what we did.
bought,
I can remember that.
you kept the same pants on, I remember that.
Yeah, whatever.
Can you live on a seasonal pitch?
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to, but the site we was on, it didn't matter. As long as you paid your money, they would
That's
let
all
you
they were
live on
bothered
it.
about.
You can get on campsites that have got nomad licenses, so you can live on the pitch. But some of the standard seasonal ones, it's 28 days. I think it is changing that 28 days before you have to be off the site. But yeah, if you look around for some of the seasonal pictures and you want to live on it properly, ask them if they've got a nomad's license. If they've got a nomad's license, you can stay on there for
You're
365
hearing
days.
a little bit more about the nomad licenses now,
I
aren't you?
don't know a lot about the nomad license, but it's a license to let people stay on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Albeck Adventures. Well, it's the same question several times. Oh, back to the Prosecco. Good on you, Albeck Adventures. I don't know where you're up to, so I'm just reading random ones here. Forget the Clothes Classic. He's still there, Kevin, the video.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't think it says Forget the Clothes on the...
But it wasn't just the clothes.
It-
It was other bits and bobs.
The
that, like,
thumbnail is us both stood there looking up at a cupboard.
empty cupboard, yeah.
An empty
The
cupboard.
problem, the other problem we had was, all in the clothes bag was the weekend medications for us all. So I ended up going to the local surgery, and they were fantastic. And they just did it all online, contacted our surgery, got it all sorted, and it's like, oh, thank for that.
Nicola says, are we considering downsizing our van after all the narrow roads and
No.
coaches? Now, we made a bit of a mistake with coaches, so if you don't know, in Ireland, all the coach operators have got an agreement
Yeah.
to drive,
We've only just found this out.
to drive south to north.
Yeah. And we're doing the opposite.
So if you come to Ireland to do what we're doing, go south to north, and then you go in the same way as the coaches. We have seen the odd coach going the other way. Pardon me. But as for your question, are we thinking of downsizing the motorhome because of it? We've always thought about it, but not while there's three of us. Oh,
Yeah.
I've got burps now.
Juliet's nomad. Not
Nomad.
no man, nomad.
Nomad.
Yes.
When if Zach decides he don't want to do it and goes his own way, gets his own van or gets a job or whatever he wants to do, it'll be peaceful.
You haven't heard a squeak out of him tonight, bless him.
I know I am, but yeah, then we might downsize the van when there's only two of us. So yeah, possibly, but yeah, the problem with the roads over here is right. We've got a 9 metre motorhome, and 8 foot wide, whatever that is in meters. Don't know. 8 foot wide. If you've got
About 3 metres,
if
isn't
you've
it?
got a 6 metre long motorhome, they're still 8 foot wide. So the width is the more of the problem for the roads. Length for parking's a bit of a bugger sometimes, isn't it? So we might downsize at some stage, but for now, I love this van.
Diane, has Bob pinched your phone?
Wow, what's Bob putting?
I bet that's Bob.
A bit,
Naughty boy.
Bob, what have you done? Has Diane gone to the toilet?
She must have done.
Well, what's he put? Read it out for everybody to hear. Or read it out for me to hear, because I can't see what you put, Bob.
I forgot my knickers on our last trip to Spain. It was a nightmare to try and find a shop that sold big pants. You're in trouble, mister.
I think Diane will have put that herself, you know.
I reckon that's Bob.
I don't even know Diane or Bob, but we feel like
We'd
we
love
know
to
her.
meet you, because we feel like we know you.
Yeah, we do feel like we know you. And they said they were going to buy us fish and chips, I remember.
I know. Yeah, Laurie's just said, wow, how dark it's got. It has gone dark. You don't realise when you're waffling, do you, how dark it gets?
It's starting to get a bit cool now. We've got all the windows open. We can feel the cold,
I've shut the roof once, but
cold
yeah.
air coming in.
But we've got a big bank this side of it, and it's like we're really sheltered, aren't we, just here?
Yeah.
Derek says, does it do your head in other camper channels using clickbait and moaning about everything?
No, they can do what they
We
like.
ignore it.
It's nothing
We
to do
just
with us.
ignore it.
Nothing to do with us, what other people want to do.
No.
I think the biggest problem with YouTube is people want to watch drama because otherwise them channels wouldn't do any good out there who, you know, like you say, use clickbait and drama all the time. I mean, you could quite easily do it in every video if you wanted, but we're not about that kind of thing. But yeah, what other channels do is up to them. If you start letting what other channels do affect you, then it might
That's it. That's
probably
the end.
mess with your
Yeah,
head. So
it would.
just-
It would.
I always say to people if they're doing a YouTube channel, because some YouTube channels, it's very hard to get going because there's so many van life channels out there, not masses of audiences like with some kinds of material, but the van life material, you don't get huge views. Where was I going with this? So
Just what we were asked.
well, that's why people are doing the clickbait to try and get huge views, but all they're doing is building up bad names for everywhere. We get so many comments from people saying, "Oh, I'm glad you're painting a nice picture of Ireland.
Yeah.
People have painted horrible pictures of Ireland," and yeah.
There's nothing horrible to paint about Ireland.
It's-
Ireland is amazing.
Here's a classic example. I don't think he's in the chat, but we have a guy called Bruce. I think he's called Bruce Car Mechanics. He comments on his
Bruce's
video.
car maintenance.
We've actually met Bruce.
We have, yes,
We met
he's lovely.
him
Warwick.
Warwick
Racecourse.
Met him at Warwick Racecourse, and they said they didn't want a wild camp because you see all these videos on YouTube about people getting attacked in the vans and all this lot. Now that really does get to me when people say they
Yeah.
were attacked in the vans
Because they weren't.
and maybe 1% of the YouTube videos out there about being attacked in the vans or being approached in the dark has probably happened. But because they're all drama, they all see these videos do really well. We've been attacked in the night, so everybody makes a video being attacked in the night, and then it puts people off. Genuine people who don't know are scared to actually wildcamp.
We've
because
had
of it.
messages from people panicking because we're going to Ireland and they've seen what other channels have portrayed the place to be, and you know, they've literally been panicking about us going, and it's like,
so that bit annoys me. But, what a channel does is up to them. But that particular thing annoys me. It's like, they all park in the dogging spots. Have you noticed? They all do the dogging spots. And if you look at the channels, they haven't parked in one dogging spot. They parked in 2 or 3 across the channel lifetime. We could quite easily fake it. Car comes in with headlights on. Oh, we're in a dogging spot here.
Why? That's
fake.
not us. It's not us.
It's fake.
We don't do fake, do we? Never have done.
But it does. The bit he was saying is, does it annoy us? The bit that annoys me is where it puts genuine folk off from doing what we do, because it does put people off.
So Dee's got northern and southern in her family.
Right.
Crosses the border. So, mixture. Yes, Diane, you won. It was Diane.
It's like a dolly. I told you it was Diane. I can see she's that kind of girl.
Yeah. And yes, they're still going to take us for fish and chips one day.
Oh, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
As long as Bob is going to wear his dressing gown and that's it to the chip shop.
Hello, Bill and Big Diesel.
Big Diesel?
Yeah, they're in the house again. Now, I'd love to meet that dog.
Big Diesel.
He's ace.
Sounds like a great name, to be fair. Big Diesel.
He does, but he's just a big ball of fluffiness.
Can we still hear the waves lapping up against the shore? Not like we're bragging.
No, of course not. Christine said, "This is why I love watching you guys. No drama."
We try not to be.
We try not to. We don't do drama. We try not to.
No.
Leanne says, "Do you think your fixed bed is a waste of space, and would you have liked more living space?"
Probably yes. I would totally agree. Fixed bed's a waste of space.
The Contiki we had before was nice. That had the rear lounge.
Because we could sit in the lounge, and then Zach could sit in this area and game.
Yeah.
So we've actually bought him a table so he can sit on it. He can actually sit himself up in bed, so he can game while we're doing live.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if we want to watch something on telly, because when he's gaming next to us, it can get a bit noisy. So yeah, sometimes we miss having 2 lounges in the van. Yeah. Fixed beds do take up space. Yes, it is wasted space.
But it was storage for us.
Storage,
that was
and
important.
Some people like the aspect of, I'm tired, just climb
I want to go and get into bed.
Just climb in bed.
Yeah.
Some people have to put the bed up, and I would say it would wear thin on you after a while. But we lived in the Contiki for 3 months, 4 months. We lived
May,
in
June,
that.
July, 3
and
months.
Putting the bed up just became a natural
It just
thing.
it
didn't
does.
feel like a chore.
It was a chore to start with, but then it just became part of every day, didn't it?
Yeah.
And you just don't think anything more of it.
The only thing that's more of a chore is if, say, Catherine's really tired and she wants to go to bed, and I don't, then I have to go to bed because we need to put the bed up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've got that aspect. Although we tend to all go to bed at the same time
We do, really.
because we live in a van.
Yeah.
So if one person's up, you're all up.
Yeah. No, if you're awake, everyone's awake. That's
yeah,
the best
that's
way to
true,
put it. So, Steve is awake. Come on, everybody. You're all awake now.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah. No probably about it.
Come on, back to the questions. You're getting sidetracked.
Right, Colin, have you a drone, and what would you recommend to a learner?
Yes, we've got 2 drones actually.
Yeah.
DJI drones are very, very good. So look at one of the DJI drones. Look at the mini series. Then you don't have to jump through hoops to be able to fly one. The restrictions are quite light for a DJI Mini. 2, 3, 4. 4s are starting to get a bit more money. So look at a DJI Mini 3 probably. But yeah, DJI drones are very, very good. Most YouTubers use DJI drones. And they pretty much fly themselves nearly. They don't fly themselves, but...
Yeah. Yeah, we like our little drone, don't we?
Yes.
It's ace. Our droney number 2.
People like Suzanne who never flown a drone, she can get it and fly it. I've given her a couple of little lessons.
She's done really well
She wants
learning
some
hers,
more
hasn't she? Yeah.
lessons, but
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's a lot easier because I used to fly model aircraft. So when I was younger, I flew model aircraft for years. So when I got a drone, I could fly it around this van if I wanted to. But it's a bit different for me. Some people have never done it,
Yeah.
but they are very, very easy to fly.
Yeah. Yeah, Bungle, I'm not going to read that one out, but how you've worded it is exactly how I would word that. Absolutely.
I need to read that then. Let me read it.
There's nothing wrong, I just can't read the language out.
Well, can you imagine?
The green one there.
The green one.
Second down.
Yes. Very, very.
Yeah. Joanne, happy Friday night and cheers. Cheers, my dear.
Cheers, Joanne. And happy Friday night. And we've still got the door and windows open. And it's not bad.
It's not bad at all tonight.
But the forecast in a week looks like 5 degrees. So by the next live, you'll probably hear the diesel heater pumping away.
Oh, Becky, how much have you had?
Becky,
How many bottles is it?
why?
Oh, dear. I got attacked in the night by Ellen and it ended up being a great night.
Ooh, very nice.
We need not know any more. Oh, dear. Yes, Dee, Lisdoonvarna. That's not far from Doolin. Lisdoonvarna, because that is where my mum stayed when she came over a good few years ago now. But Lisdoonvarna, is that not the... Lisdoonvarna is just slightly inland and up from Doolin.
Doolin.
Lisdoonvarna, that's the town of Two Halves. If I'm right, the town of Two Halves, so it's split by a ravine in the middle, which was caused by something to do with wear and tear from the sea and everything.
I can't. It's not on this map. I can't find
It's probably
it.
not on that map.
Yeah, this map's more like
Lisdoonvarna.
a tourist map.
Yeah. When me and Zach went on the boat trip to the Cliffs of Moher, trying to think of my words now.
There.
You found it?
Yeah.
Lisdoonvarna. Yeah, when me and Zach did the boat trip, it actually tells you the tale of how Lisdoonvarna got its name, because I think that's what it means, the town of two halves. Something
And
like that. Yeah,
that's
it's quite interesting.
Lisdoonvarna is just above Father Ted's house.
It is.
But
It
we
is.
didn't go to Father Ted's house
No,
because
we
we're
didn't.
rubbish. And there's not a lot to see at Father Ted's house other than pull in front of it and take a
it's a
picture
house.
quick and
Yep.
it's somebody's house.
Yeah.
But yeah, Father Ted's house, we were near it. And
Yeah,
it's near
that's it.
Doolin, underneath Lisdoonvarna. Now
That's
I've got
it.
my bearings on the map. I've never been to Ireland before, so I'm learning where places are.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, obviously everybody knows where Belfast is, everybody knows where Dublin is, everybody knows where Derry is, but others, I don't know unless I look at the map. But I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Right, what we got? What we got? Hit me.
Right, Laurie, model helicopters are a nightmare to fly. You
Yes.
had a go with helicopters, didn't
I
you?
had a helicopter for about a year, but I used to fly
It's a
model
pain in the
aircraft
bum, that helicopter.
mainly. But yeah, all I did with the helicopter was literally hover it, put it down, hover it, put it down
Yeah,
for about a year.
yeah.
Take it up and then think, oh, what am I doing?
Oh, Diane, you're funny.
What's Diane doing now?
She says, we have a big lounge in ours. We both have a great routine with making the bed. I kick Bob out for 15 minutes and set it up. Best way to do it.
Sounds like a great routine.
Kick him out the way. That's
I
it.
thought she was going to say she kicked him somewhere else. In the dressing gown, not.
Oh, dear. Oh, bless you. Yeah,
What-
Leanne says
what-
that. What?
What, go on.
No, just saying thank you very much. They've got a Tourer but would love a motorhome and needed some advice.
What advice did we give her? Don't do it.
No.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's pros and cons to both, isn't there?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
With the well, I say that, there's pros and cons to both. You can have a motorhome and tow a car, so you can still get about, or have a moped. People have mentioned to us about towing a car, but it's long enough over here without anything behind it. But people
Ah.
do.
The Bunglebonts call her Bungle.
Bungle on.
I got a model plane. I'm a girl.
Oh,
Don't see many lasses flying them.
no.
It's normally lads and older men that fly them.
Dirty old man.
I didn't say that. I said
I know what you were
older
thinking.
men.
They're probably not dirty old men if they fly model aircraft.
No.
But yeah, I used to fly model aircraft from the age of about 12, 13 till about 25. somewhere around there. So for over 10 years. And then we got together with Catherine.
It all went downhill from there.
No, I flew on with you for a bit, didn't I?
I
Flying
came to the
couple.
flying field quite a few times with you
Mm,
because we had one local to where we lived, didn't we? Down
Yeah.
in the next village.
yeah.
I spent quite a lot of time down
I
there.
miss it some days, but then I think, well, where would I keep one in here?
I know, there's
So
nowhere to
I've
keep
got
one.
the drone now instead.
Well, you still had one in the loft when we cleared the loft out, didn't
Yeah.
you? 20-something years
Took
after
it to
you made
tip.
it, it was a bit broken though.
Yeah, it had stuff fall on it in the loft.
I think it had a few mices living in it as well. That's one thing I don't miss, laying in bed at night listening to pitter-patter of them little sods running around the loft.
We just have big gulls now.
Yeah, landing on the roof with the blooming
And
steel toe
crows.
caps on.
And
Yeah.
ravens.
You're not boring because you don't drink. We don't. It's not very often we buy wine now because we're on the road all the
Not
time.
in the price offer here, we don't.
Oh
no.
man, no.
Wait till we get to France and Spain again.
Mm,
We'll be on it like it's pop.
I know. Yeah, Dee says it's County Clare, famous for its matchmaking festivals and folk festivals. Yeah, I was reading that. County Clare's got quite a lot to it like that.
We went in County Clare's oldest shop the other day,
We did.
the sweater
The
shop.
sweater shop. We did. That was lovely.
Got thatched roof.
And we were talking to a young lass who she really got a bit between her teeth about coach parties and stuff like
Yes,
that. She
yeah,
hated
yes.
them.
She hates the coaches.
I had to drag him out in the end, otherwise I'd have stood there all day. Should have made him a brew, I think. Oh dear. Getting out of focus, bit blurry.
Are we?
Don't know why that would be, because we're not touching anything camera-wise, are we?
I wonder if it's the lighting, maybe.
Could be a little bit.
Does anybody else find us blurry?
Yeah.
Or who said that?
Andrew.
Or has Andrew had too many to drink?
Oh dear. Stephen Brown says, guys, head for Marble Arch Caves and Enniskillen on your way back. Lovely scenery and lakes.
Where's that? Let's have a look on the map.
Enniskillen.
And he's killing.
Mhm.
That could be anywhere. I've got a clue where it is. Do we know what county it's in?
Don't know.
We're currently heading down County Kerry. Then we're going to do the Ring of Kerry.
Mhm.
And
Then we're about at the bottom then, aren't we?
Well, then we'll be getting up towards the end of the Wild Atlantic Way.
Well, it'll not be the Atlantic Ocean, it'll be the Celtic Sea then.
The Celtic Sea.
Celtic
Because
Sea.
it's spelt with a C. Celtic Sea.
Alright.
And then we'll be around to the St. George's Channel. And then the Irish Sea.
That's
And
it.
then we'll have to sail home on the North. What's that? North Channel.
Mhm.
What was I looking for anyway?
Enniskillen.
I've gone off at subject.
Enniskillen and the Marble Arch.
Marble Arch. That's in France. Marble Arch.
Well, there must be more than
The
one.
Marble Arch at dawn, Rodney.
That's it.
He painted
That's
it.
it. Albeck Adventures, you need to stop doing that.
What?
Every
Aw,
time.
Thank you very much,
Pack it
Albeck
in.
Adventures.
Back it in now. Oh dear. Oh, she's off to Spain with the girls next week.
Who's that?
Bungle.
Oh,
What's your first name? It doesn't sound right calling
I
you
can't
that.
call you Bungle.
We can't call you Bungle because it reminds me of the rainbows.
Yes,
Or
it reminds me
rainbow.
of a big
Rainbow.
hairy character. And women
Yeah.
aren't big hairy characters generally.
No, they're not.
Generally.
You're digging a hole, darling.
I'll edit that bit out, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
no
They'll
worries.
not know I said that because I'll just edit it out.
County Fermanagh. Fermanagh?
Oh, County Fermanagh. Still,
Know what you're giggling at?
I still ain't got a clue.
Still ain't got a
I've
clue.
seen it somewhere, County Fermanagh. It's on this map somewhere.
Yeah. It's the only problem is, Tina, we've got his phone that we're filming on is upside down and back to front, so we'd have to move it to adjust it, and it's
Wow,
yeah.
what's happening?
Just saying how you can adjust it.
Well, what's out?
Nobody else has said we're out. Just saying you can change the quality by going to the little flower on the top right hand corner. Yeah, but other people are saying it's still clear.
Right. Maybe it's somebody's internet.
Could be.
If your internet goes a
Could be.
bit slow, then we'll come across a bit pixelated. Don't know what I'm looking for.
Laurie says Steve's getting a tad tipsy. You could be looking at a Spanish map and wouldn't know any different.
Hey, I know what I'm looking at here. I'm not tipsy at all.
Oh dear.
I've only had,
It's Northern
half-
Ireland. Dee says it's Northern Ireland.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Well, that might narrow it down a bit. I was
Yep.
looking at Southern Ireland.
It's on the border.
On the border. County Fermar, straight
Found
in there,
it.
look, yes. Because it's just left of where Dee lives.
Oh right, we've got an argument to settle here.
Don't
Are
I?
you listening?
Yeah.
Right, Nicola said, can you settle an argument with my husband, please? Just upsized from a T6 to a motorhome, and my husband Sean says I can't have bunting. Kick him out. You can have bunting.
Bunting goes in a motorhome.
It definitely does.
Bunting everywhere and fairy
Sorry,
lights.
Sean. You're outvoted.
Fairy lights, bunting,
Yep.
artificial flowers.
Bling it up.
Yes.
Make it feel cosy.
Yeah.
Sean,
We
you
might
know
do
when
one
to
day.
back down. Just let the woman do her job.
We might do it one day. But yeah, Sean, you're outvoted on this one.
Absolutely.
200 and odd viewers all agree with us.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
if anybody else has got any dilemmas, we can be your agony aunts. So if you want any relationship advice, any advice at all, just drop it down there, and we'll give you our honest opinion.
We are not
of what
agony
we think.
ants.
We can be agony aunts. We can be what's the one in the paper that used to be?
Oh, goodness me.
What was the one on the radio? I can hear the music now.
I can hear the music. Yes, I can. Yeah.
That one.
People are like, what?
Yeah, what was that
Yeah.
one? I think it was on Radio 2.
I can't
think.
remember.
Somebody will remember.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
will have listened to my humming and got, he's got it. Or he's lost it. One or other.
Latter, I think.
Yeah, probably. My legs are
Yeah.
getting a bit cold now because
Yeah.
I've got my shorts on.
Yeah, everybody, I'm sorry, but everybody's with us. Sean, you've lost that one, mate.
Sean, you're
sorry,
out.
buddy.
You're out on your ear, Sean.
Yeah. It's bunting, it's flowers, it's fluffy cushions.
Yeah.
Just stay out the way and let her get on with it. And I don't mind fairy lights.
Was it Dear Deirdre?
Dear Deirdre, yes. I remember that one. That was the written one though, wasn't it,
I think
Dear
that's the one
Deirdre?
in the
That was in the
papers.
paper. It was.
What's fairy lights? We've got some fairy lights.
We have got fairy lights.
Up above that bed there, what we leave up.
We-
We've got some others for Christmas.
I say we put them up for Christmas and we just never took them down, did we?
No, we use them as like a night light for Catherine getting up there.
Yeah, everybody's saying Dear Deirdre.
Dear Deirdre. Was that the one with the music as well then?
No, and I know I can hear it in my head and I know exactly what you mean. I just can't think of what it was. Yeah, that'll do now. That'll do.
I'm sure it was Radio 2. Alright, right.
Steve Wright, Radio 2.
Yes, that's the music Steve Wright, Radio
Yeah.
2, yeah. He's got
That's as far as we've
one
got.
of the best radio voices other than the guy, what's the guy up in Sheffield way? I could listen to Steve Wright all day.
You like listening to him.
I like Steve Wright. Only one I can never listen to, and I'd set fire to the radio, is Jeremy Vine.
You hate him with a passion, don't you?
What's the guy up near Sheffield way?
I don't know. Denise Robertson.
Remember that?
She agony
He's
aunt.
got a proper radio voice I could listen to.
Simon Bates.
Simon Bates?
Mhm.
He's a radio presenter, isn't he?
Yeah. Sounds like you're humming EastEnders.
We're not watching EastEnders.
No,
We got out of that years ago.
many years ago.
The problem is you fall into that trap. EastEnders, Carnation Street, Emmerdale. I know they're in a different order to what I've said.
Yeah.
And you have to watch them all, and you get engrossed into it, and it's just drama. They'd all make good YouTubers, actually, because
Yeah.
it's just drama. You know, one week the house burns down, next week he's having an affair with babysitter. Right, then somebody nicks a car,
Yeah.
drug deals are going down, then, I don't know, then there's a murder, then he marries his kid's daughter, and it's rubbish to watch, innit? Absolute rubbish.
Yep.
But yeah, they could all be YouTubers.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Timu, go away.
I tell you what, sign up for Temu and you get 50 emails a day. Why don't you be a friend? What are you laughing at anyway?
Just people taking Mickey out of you.
Why? Taking Mickey. I don't even know what the comments are because I can't see them.
He's on his way.
No, I'm just on my ranty way.
He's
It's not
in a
drink,
ranty
it's just
mood.
Get into that
He's
zone.
only had like half a bottle, that's
Yeah.
it. That's all we've had.
I can drink 3 bottles of wine, no problem.
Mm.
Well, I'm not going to, like,
No.
because I've only got
No.
one.
Yes, you're humming our tune from Steve Wright on Radio 2.
That is it, Steve Wright Radio 2.
Yeah,
But I don't think that's the agony one. I'm thinking of something else with that, you know.
I think you are, yeah.
I think that's when people write in and he reads it out. Because he reads them out, doesn't he? He's right.
I can hear it in my head, I can hear the music. I just can't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's not the agony
That
thing
was
I'm
like a
thinking of.
problem thing, wasn't it, that one? Yeah,
But yeah,
I
if
know what you mean.
If you've got a problem and you want us to answer it on camera, just drop it down below and we'll give you our honest opinion. Like the bunting in the motorhome.
Oh, bless you. PL, whoever you are, that's very sweet, and I'm really glad we've picked you up a bit.
Oh, That's what
we
we're here
are
for.
light-hearted, and I
Yeah.
tell you what, we do like bounce off each other with chat, don't we? But it's just we just seem to gel, and we have a laugh, and we have a good time, and it's light-hearted, and
yeah.
that's the way we like to be, innit?
You've got to be a bit light-hearted with life. You've got to
Of
be
course
a
you
bit
have. Of course you have.
take it as it comes kind
Yeah,
of thing. We're
that's
not
it.
all the same.
No. No.
People seem to love us. We like people loving us, and the interaction what Alive gives you. We like making the vlogs. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. We're going to keep doing it. One a day, every day. Then Alive.
And then you moan about how much editing you've done.
Oh yeah, I did 2 today. It was like, oh.
He's like, oh, do I have to do any more? Like, yeah, keep going. Yeah. Late night love on Magic. I think could it have been like a late night love thing?
No, I'm trying to think of that
Yeah,
guy.
that's going to bug us all night now, that.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name who I've heard on the radio, who's from Sheffield way.
Mhm.
Got a right grunty voice. Oh, I forget what his name is now. He says it as it is, kind of bloke, and that's what I am. Say it as it is.
Dunno.
I might say something and people think, oh, knobhead. Being honest. But yeah,
It's not Watershed yet, mind your words.
he's one of them that says it as it is, and I think in life I like people who say it as it is, regardless of the
Be real.
consequences.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Was it James Whale?
Ooh.
That Dean's asking, was it James Whale?
I think I'm
No,
getting.
that name don't ring a bell.
I think I'm getting the Steve Wright thing mixed up with something else.
I think you are.
I think I'm getting crosswise. I just remember the music and then his voice coming on saying, "John in Plymouth has written in to say that he's grown an extra ball and feels a bit out of place when he goes to the supermarket." And it's like, John, don't worry about it. People can't tell. And it's like, yes, but I normally go in shorts.
Oh my god.
Something like that.
Oh, crikey me.
Something like that. I don't know. You just want to fit top of my head. It's like what I think about, innit? We went in a seaplane.
Oh god.
We went in a seaplane today, where it got a ball washer. That's coming up next week in a vlog.
That's what you said it was.
Well, it looked like a sink where you could dangle them in and wash them. That's what it looked like. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I probably am wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, Bungle says just Google it.
Yes.
Yes, was it Denise Robertson? No.
I think I'm mixing 2 things up with that one.
Yeah, Victoria, love curling up with winter watching your videos. Thank you.
We like curling up sometimes.
It's not very easy in this though, is it? Because you
No.
can't snuggle into the sofa. That's one thing I miss.
It's not really
a snuggly sofa.
In the Contiki, we had a sofa each when Zach were gaming down in the living quarters, so we could just a little bit comfier in that one than this one. But you know, eventually might change.
Philip and Lavandra said you must start and name that tune.
Name that tune. Ah.
Oh dear. Yes, Camping Chronicles. I'm not even going to read that one out.
What's he put?
I've just said I'm not going to read it out.
Well, let me see it then.
Oh, wait, hang on. He's got to get his specs on. Hang on.
Specs on.
Old man's got to get his specs on. There's nothing much. It just...
Don't sit on it. People are like, oh, what's looking at comments? See what's put down there.
Oh, dear. So next week's chat, any subjects? We don't plan any subjects. It's just go with the flow of what the chat is.
Switch it on, answer your questions.
Then he gets something in his head and rants about it.
I rant a little bit.
And a bit more.
We have a couple of glasses of wine. We
He
talk
rants a
about
bit more.
rant a bit more. We try and set the world to rights.
Yep.
Bob Southgate sits there in his dressing gown with nothing else on. Yeah.
Yeah. Donna says, I was thinking it was Simon Bates. Also did our tune on Radio 1.
Simon Bates. Ooh. Yeah.
Simon Mayo's Confessions on the Radio.
Simon Bates. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Got some good suggestions.
Mm.
Oh, Julie's got a good idea. Shall we do an 80s pop quiz live on next week?
80s pop quiz. But how was that going to work?
I don't know. Name that tune pop quiz.
Name that. The dog's looking at us as if to say,
What the hell are you going on about?
who are you talking to?
Oh, dear.
Huh?
Yeah. Becky and Alan have, yeah,
Yeah.
drunk a bit too much, I think.
Have they?
Yeah,
You cannot beat it.
you can't.
We're just going to...
Carl says, I think Steve should have 3 bottles next week. Don't challenge him.
Hey, we can't afford 3 bottles at
Not
the
over
prices
here, we
in
can't.
Ireland.
My God.
No,
Oh, dear.
you have to remember it's in euros down here, so everything looks a bit more expensive than it is. But yeah, booze is a little bit dearer. It's generally 2 or 3 quid dearer than in the UK, isn't it? Whether it be a bottle of spirits, a bottle of wine. I've only actually had about 5 pints of Guinness, haven't I? Since I've been
Since
here.
we've been
Five
over
or-
here, yeah.
5 or
Yeah.
6 in total. We're hoping to get parked up near one, or maybe do a pub stop where we can have 2 or 3 pints.
Dear Auntie Steve, there is someone trying to break into my motorhome with an axe.
Are you making your YouTube video by any
Yeah.
chance? Because that's generally what happens.
Do you want to come and say hello? Are you waking up now? And say a quick hello before everybody goes.
I tell you what,
Come on.
I tell you what I find a bit ironic with some of the YouTubers who get attacked in the van
Yee!
when they've got the camera in their hands,
Yeah.
and you think that wouldn't be the first thing I reached for. Here's Boo Boo. Hey, Boo Boo.
Yeah, put him.
Yeah, I'm alright, Mum. Where's my Uncle Richard? Is he on? He's gone now. He's drunk. He got drunk on Jack Daniels.
That's a good idea. Tina says, get Zach to do a Mr. and Mrs. so see who knows who better.
We know
That
each
would be
other
good.
inside out.
I think we probably do, actually, to be fair.
Well,
Yeah.
we could just get the things and then people could ask the question. And we could just put them up. But you have to be like, we'd have to make a screen here, wouldn't we? We'd have to put a screen up
Yep.
so we could be divided.
Yeah, our tunes, Simon Bates, Radio 1.
It's one of them. Definitely one of them. But all
Have
of
you
them
stayed on the Drove next to Stonehenge?
No.
We've not been to Stonehenge.
No, we stayed near Stonehenge.
We
We went
did.
to visit some friends. But no, we didn't stay on the Drove. Why didn't we stay on the Drove? I don't know. We stayed near it. We stayed at Woodhenge.
At Woodhenge, yes, we did.
It's not
That was when we
Stonehenge.
came back from our last abroad trip, wasn't it?
Yes, we went to Woodhenge.
And it was chucking it down. Really chucking it down.
But yeah, we've not
Yeah.
stayed at there.
Good night, Jeanette.
Good night, Jeanette.
I think it's about time to sign off now. Quickly, how old is Boo Boo? Boo Boo is 12 next month.
12, aren't you, Bill?
12 next month.
I'm a big one too, I am.
What's his birthday? 18th of October.
Oh,
Isn't it? It is.
he's probably getting ready to go out. He's been out since
He,
we went on the
he
beach
hasn't,
earlier.
no. He hasn't.
We need to shut the windows up in a bit.
Aw.
It's starting to get a bit
Boo
chilly.
Boo's little girlfriend Winters just woke up as well.
Aw.
Nighttime Whittles time.
Winter's woke up, Bill. Oh, I like my winter, Dad.
Yeah. I think we're going to say goodnight to everyone now because everybody's
Yes.
had about enough.
Everybody's had enough of us and don't want to listen to anything else.
Don't want to listen to you ranting any longer.
I'm not ranting.
No, you're not.
I'm perfectly
You know.
fine. Perfectly fine.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
Any problems you've got, make sure you join us next week at 7
For
p.m. on
Agony
YouTube
Aunt Steve.
for Agony Aunt Steve, where I shall give my advice out to you. Whether it be on your love,
Oh dear.
relationships, motorhome madness, holidays, anything. Won't it?
Oh, if you have the ISS spotter app, it will be passing one in an hour. Look south. We can't see south.
We've
from here, can
seen west that way. So
We've seen it before, haven't we? It's fantastic to
south of
watch.
that way. Yeah, we've watched the International Space Station before, and I can actually radio them on my amateur radio if I've got it plugged in. I ain't got it plugged in.
Mr. Motivator.
It was Mr. Motivator.
It was a suggestion.
What,
No.
something to wear? Like he does.
That's Bob, Mr. Motivator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see Bob
Anyway.
wearing something like that.
Good night to everybody, because everybody is saying good night to us now.
Yes, good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Sorry if we've missed any questions.
We've had fun, and
yeah.
we hope you all had fun as well.
Tune into tomorrow's vlog.
And next week's live.
Yes, and next week's live. And all the vlogs in the week. Thanks for watching,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
And now you'll see me fumble around with the camera trying to switch it off.
Good night, all.
Cheers.